ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯁꯦꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯑꯦꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯜ ꯊꯥ ꯑꯃꯇ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯔꯣꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯇꯧꯕꯗ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ ꯗꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯚꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯟ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯅꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦꯠ ꯑꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯚꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯟꯁ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯋꯥꯏ ꯅꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯩꯔꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯕ ꯄꯥꯕ ꯍꯩꯔꯕ ꯈꯪꯉꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯃꯌꯥ ꯅꯛꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯏꯈꯩ ꯁꯥꯏꯂꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯅꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯦꯐꯣꯔꯠ ꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯠ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯇꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯡ ꯂꯩ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯌꯦꯁ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯗꯅ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯕꯠ ꯚꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗꯗꯤ ꯌꯨ ꯁꯨꯗ ꯂꯤꯚ ꯑꯣꯜ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯊꯤꯡꯁ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯗꯦꯜꯂꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯀꯣ ꯗꯦꯜꯂꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯁꯦꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯚꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯟ ꯀꯝꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯇꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕꯠ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯀꯩ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯚꯦꯇꯔꯤꯌꯟꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ ꯕꯠ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯨꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯋꯤ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯒꯣ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯀꯥꯟꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯨ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯌꯦꯁ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯈꯪꯉꯦ ꯄꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯈꯪꯉꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯤꯚꯤꯖꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯕꯅꯤ나 ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯄꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯒꯥꯏꯗ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯔ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯂꯧꯔꯒ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯨꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯇꯥꯅ ꯀꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯐꯤꯌꯔꯁꯀꯤꯗ ꯐꯤꯐꯇꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯤꯁ ꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ I don't like the sounds ꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ who is the people who is the I think everyone is mute ꯁꯤꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯁꯨꯔꯁ ꯅꯪꯗꯣ ꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯩ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯗꯥꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ 50 ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ 50ꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯜ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯄꯦꯇꯔꯟ UPSC ꯀꯣ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯍꯪꯉꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯅꯣꯏꯗ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯉꯒ ꯃꯊꯪꯃꯨꯛꯇ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯕꯔꯗ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁ ꯑꯦꯅꯤꯋꯦꯌꯔꯗ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯜꯗꯨ ꯎꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯛꯇꯣꯏꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ UPSC ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯝꯁꯀꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯌꯨꯖ꯭ꯋꯦꯂꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯍꯪꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯄꯦꯇꯔꯟꯁ ꯂꯩꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯌꯨꯖ꯭ꯋꯦꯂꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯄꯦꯇꯔꯟꯒꯤꯗ ꯐꯣꯂꯣ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ UPSC ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯝꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯪꯕ ꯍꯦꯔꯥ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯨꯊꯠ ꯇꯥꯏ UPSC ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯝꯁꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯪꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯖꯨꯟ ꯖꯨꯂꯥꯏꯒꯤꯅꯤ 2024ꯒꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯦꯟꯗꯣꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯤꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯏꯝꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯣꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜꯁ ꯑꯣꯄꯤꯅꯤꯌꯟꯁ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯛ ꯇꯥꯏꯝꯁꯀꯤ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯣꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜꯁ ꯑꯣꯄꯤꯅꯤꯌꯟꯁ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯚꯥꯏꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯀꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯟꯂꯤ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯄꯦꯄꯔ ꯀꯣ ꯔꯤꯂꯥꯏꯕꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯟꯂꯤ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯄꯦꯄꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯣ ꯗꯥꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ ꯄꯨꯇꯧ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯣ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯀꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯀꯣꯆꯤꯡ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯦꯒꯥꯖꯤꯟ ꯀꯣ ꯅꯦꯛꯁ IASꯄꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯇꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯚꯤꯖꯟꯕꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯀꯣ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯀ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯀꯣꯚꯔ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯅꯦꯛꯁ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯐꯤꯌꯔꯁꯀꯤ ꯔꯤꯚꯤꯖꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯕꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟꯗꯔꯠ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯩꯈꯥꯗ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯀꯣꯚꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯚꯔ ꯇꯧꯍꯧꯗꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁ ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯒꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯀꯣꯚꯔ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯅꯁꯥꯅ ꯄꯥꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯒꯥꯖꯤꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯔꯀꯦꯠꯇ ꯐꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯌꯨꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯕꯇ ꯐꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯇꯒꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯕꯠ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯗꯁ ꯅꯣꯠ ꯃꯤꯟ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯇꯒꯤꯗꯪ ꯍꯪꯅꯤ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄꯗꯤ ꯍꯪꯉꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯪꯒꯟꯕ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄꯅꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ 3 ꯀꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯐꯤꯌꯔꯁ ꯇꯥꯛꯂꯛꯑꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯔꯛꯑꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯕꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟꯗꯔꯠꯀꯨꯝꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯪꯒꯜꯂꯤꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯕꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟꯗꯔꯠ ꯇꯥꯏꯝꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯗꯦ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯇꯧꯗꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯔꯥꯏꯇꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯝꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯕꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟꯗꯔꯠꯁꯤꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯀꯦꯄꯤꯇꯦꯂꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯔꯤꯐꯣꯔꯃꯤꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ left right ꯑꯝꯇꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯤꯗ reform ꯇꯧ private sector ꯌꯥꯎꯍꯜꯂꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ which is the theme of the government of India ever since LPG reform ko so six so aduna this question setters ko they do approach those type of people who are more more aligned to business standard and times of India or economic times ki wakhalon chanaba ma'am se sido in align taweba ko so aduna ahoi current affairs ke process ni hadi Hindu Indian Express ke noi pajare YouTube te yaure yengjare kochare magazine ma'am noi na revise toriba pai ma'am de business standard na khoi current affairs class da tawri ma'am tawre ko adai lemhori wa khadu na khoi na current affairs class da khoi na revision oin tawri adai atopa ma'am du na khoi na Times of India gi ado economic times ke da khoi na tawne that way we cover all the important areas and topics about that month okay amana ayamadi noi manarangani but manga taruk 5% 10% khenabadudi hadi nang sida parni si parni adu topic ayamadi noi mana editorial amna lokhalakpa topic say for example economic ki say hafta amada economic ki economic times ki editorial lokhalakpa issues business standard ki lokhalakpa issues approximately 80% mana ni 20% different different perspective and different area of kano du neba ko so admaina so adu na shine toro kan akoina khabar number akoina approach to du neba ko adu so aduna number 1 gi kana question je yeng seba ko sis so na dana answer pirak tri do na traga test hydro tri do kai no ha matam sida discussion to di kana da hai tai so dana kano hai ge I know discussion to ngam da bai question yang kai it's too much okay but I di kai gi important oi no mathang siguma kamaina pani noida nasagi kamaina important oi khangi no ai important oi de na khanga dana important oi sema je kai no adu gum na hena learn to ninge ko hadi question per se gi di lakni lawe habi am laite ko adu so si approach ne dana kano to aduga noi na sana pajo ChatGPT adage ka sinnerga phasana elaborate na pa ba yabni ko question ama dum type tox laga hadi explain hadi with relevant with reliable sources na hire ko and reliable sources adum torokani moina newspaper magazine PRS adage di masagi website adum torokani ko hojikti ChatGPT natraga AI lebina yam thina quality leina prepare to yar matam ne ko so duna sigi pot ma'am se to hanganu sigi pot ma'am se da maning lehoganu kaina ha matam se da nangi competitor ma'am di si ma'am se pasan tawrieba adumaina to na sana pajo aduga next ta ngasai noi group studies ta tawbo ko adu so aduga si ma'am se noi mak tawba yai but noi si ma'am se tawba ya da hoi sir bidan da hoi sir dm lung hoi hoi oja ma'am tawba ya badi hadi AI na ngam da po che kaina ha matam se da hoi exam experience ne that is what the most we are trying to give to you guys okay adu so the exam experience in ko so the exam experience the AI the tholoi AI will explain everything but exam experience the AI tholoi ana si yeng se ko number 1 the questions so na akoina huji now ki chahi da ko election tawi election tawi sida anowa ngasai the directions to me ko election commission ko like election tawi sida na polling station na polling booth legadawa assured minimum facilities assured minimum moina assured oiba hadi leite yadra hai tai si leite ta di polling station do hoina yadwa hai tai ko so aduda tholam basi kaino ha matam sida BIB de yawre ko si poche ko so na I was curious ko oh akoina vote hada chappa polling station de sumaina leibore ai khangde thai de culture is khangde so na on the interesting way gyan tai na and on the interesting way to di aina ha do UPSC de di curious oiba hena pasan ba general oiba pasan ba or aduga important oiba vote hada ba polling station yam ti important oiba hogi thodang ne hai tai aduda hogi kari right lege election commission kai kai tori ga khang ba jam important oiba hai tai ko so UPSC na du angle sida question ayam ba hangal lebo ko hadi ayam question yeng matam sida ko citizen amna khangada question hadi topic area issue khangda yeng gal lebo gyan ta ado ayam ba de koi khang debu ko ana ayam ba di tawba ngam power theory yan ta na ko adu sini exam experience ti kana wise so na election commission na anova assured minimum facilities thok le me kamaina thok ke ha matam jida heat wave tagi nga thokna ba hadi June July da tawwa election male ko andaki logib da ko and heat wave se important oil pa hai tai and heat wave tagi nga thokna ba adusu assured minimum facilities da yohon ga da bani hai ko so mai taro so that I was interested oh election commission na district election officers ma'am da polling station kuding assured minimum facilities tham da ba de ko na ina ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ election commissionꯒꯤ ꯋꯦꯕꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇ ꯆꯪꯉ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ what are the assured minimum facilities ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦꯀꯣ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ and even ꯑꯅꯧꯕ advisory ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ heat wave-ꯇꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦꯀꯣ so ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯄ questionꯅꯤꯀꯣ and questionꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯟꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ which of the following is a part ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ not ꯅꯠꯇꯦ which of the following is a part of it ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯀോ so na provision for RAM sina differently able people ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ provision for drinking water sisu chummi aduga volunteers from NCC NSS Scout and Guides ko aduga sigi chongnabi patchala sima yengsillo kaino na ko because it is interesting okay adi election commission gida yauri report amni na ko so sima ju chumme ado NCC NSS ke ka de hoi khange so na chongnabi patchala ji kaino na hapet yengsillo ko khangsillo habe kaino have to ko so that any when it comes to anywhere ko you will be able to know it okay so na sigi answer je koina all of the above oigidaba ko so na hang tabe but dana haido kai si question si semino hai matam sida okay an interesting feature because election commission na polling station kudimakta voter ma'am da nungaina ba assured minimum facilities have people dam p hai nangi right natraga nangi knowledge natraga nangi information adene so na hadi information knowledge is power natra hai je ka hai na matam sida na police station manipur chatpa matam sida si ma'am ji lem da matam sida na polling station gi official way sana hai sir assured minimum facilities da si at least si lay raw ni ramp se lay da ni nan ko ye differently able people gi ramp se kadai lay no hang ba ya ko ke shu to ni action ke ka to ni ha din natte but polling station gi official ro khangal le o manipur je swain to ba yam knowledgeable le mi ji lay bo re ko aduna ko ni puto to je ya roi moina sa thi ga di moi complain tor ma tam ai thabak tat kani na ko si po che ko so na yam tina dangerous we mi em oyo ko not ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯤꯗꯀꯣ ꯅꯣꯂꯦꯖꯁꯤꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯑꯦꯁꯀꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯌꯨ ꯄꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯅ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯑꯦꯁ ꯈꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯇꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯗꯤꯠ ꯏꯁ how much lethality ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯂꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯤꯊꯦꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯤꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯤꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯄꯜ ꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯀꯅꯥꯝꯇꯅ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯀꯩꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯤꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯜ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯖꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯐꯤꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯀꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯐꯤꯌꯔꯁꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯀꯔꯦꯟ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯀꯣ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯛꯇꯦ ꯕꯠ NPSC ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯤꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯦꯠ ꯂꯤꯁ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛꯇꯣ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯅꯣ ꯁꯝꯊꯤꯡ ꯑꯕꯥꯎꯠ ꯏꯠ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯤ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯈꯪꯉꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯉꯥꯡꯉꯛꯀꯅꯦꯕ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯦꯅꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯤꯊꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯅꯣꯂꯦꯖꯁꯨ ꯂꯤꯊꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯡ ꯇꯦꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯄꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯂꯤꯊꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ knowledge is one which I am proud of okay ꯑꯗꯨꯗ so next which of the following statement is correct about the NTA ko so NTA matang ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ko ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ question leak ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ko so ꯆꯍꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯅꯤ ko ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ NTA ꯁꯤ ko so na NTA matangda ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ curious ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ what is happening there my power ꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯁꯦꯝꯈꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯈꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯀꯩ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯤꯅ ko so curious ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ so na ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯈꯕꯔꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯏꯗꯤꯇꯣꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯏꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯀꯣ UPSC ꯑꯦꯁꯄꯤꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯩꯈꯥ ꯍꯪꯉꯛꯄ ꯍꯪꯉꯛꯇꯕ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯐꯥꯗꯕ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯇꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯠꯑꯞꯇꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯣꯕꯀꯣ ꯗꯥꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯣꯡꯅꯕꯤ ꯄꯥꯊꯁꯥꯂꯥꯁꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ who is this ꯑꯩ ꯑꯇꯩꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯉꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯅ ꯈꯪꯕꯁꯦ ꯈꯪꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ UPSC ꯑꯦꯁꯄꯤꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯦꯁꯦꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯌꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯅꯪ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯀꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯌꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯀꯣ it will do wonders for your ngasai kainon your preparation okay so now which of the following statement is correct about NTA National Testing Agency so it is has been in the news and people should at least know about it okay so it is a so which one is correct having correct having na it is a statutory body established by an eco parliament no it is not a statutory body it's an executive order body and it is established based on the recommendation of no national education policy has nothing to do with it. I think NTL was established earlier. My chahi yang bai kay chahi established on probably 2017 maybe. I don't know. But yang ko si chahi ko. Note che mai selu ko phamung de long ga ta wi phem de tong ne online tong jero ko da. I did don't misuse all the kind of facilities we provide okay. Don't take everything for granted right? ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ when people take things for granted ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯦꯁꯀ ꯏꯊꯥꯟ ꯊꯥꯅꯗꯕꯩ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇꯒ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯊꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦꯀꯣ you will know ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯔ ꯃꯣꯃꯣꯆꯥꯗ ꯍꯪꯉꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯗ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯒꯦ ꯑꯗ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯍꯪꯉꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗ ꯍꯪꯉꯣꯀꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯒꯅꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯖꯥꯠ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯔꯦ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ cut off ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯀꯣ ꯏꯁꯩ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯥꯔꯒ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯗ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ 50 ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯁꯦ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯅꯤꯅꯤ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯃ 24 hours ꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ 15 ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯗꯥꯟꯁ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ I sit like 9-10 hours on it, okay? So ꯑꯗꯨꯗ so now don't take things for granted, okay? ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯇꯨꯝꯃꯒ ꯇꯥꯔꯒ ꯀꯩꯝꯇꯒ ꯐꯣꯀꯁꯀ ꯇꯧ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯌꯔ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦꯅ
ꯅꯥꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤꯗ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯂꯣꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯍꯧ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤ.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. I'll record it for her. Yeah. So now don't take things for granted, okay? So like kolong penin pa focus ta daw na kay tape like plus experience laho ko adu the important na ko. So now it is in knowledge statutory body. It was established based on the sa hidu yango year kya da no ko question da pam dire. It was established based on the recommendations of the national no sigumba question ji kamay na tawni khambra kay nang national testing agency da nang na year ji pa ta ga di obviously sida yarum the chance wang but it cannot be sent so okay han established tawna sida hapsilam jo so na si di hoina adu logic sina ya ko it was established based on the recommendation no si yani si adu recommendation sina yani ka it was established NTA na 2017 da higher NEP na 2020 it was established based on the recommendation of the national obviously lando layer ko so aduna si year ji yung important no ko adu de jo koina pot khar deduce to way hai tare ko logic sina ka so na silale and it was established to conduct entrance examination only for higher educational institutions si chumba man bo option ni ko hadi hoina NET higher educational institution MBBS PG ka gi adugi adai to but hoina NTA gi magi provision je munne yengsiluma matamda ngasai hoina secondary aduga higher secondary aduga ngasai class 10 ke ka gi exams yaw le me ko like national talent search examination guma ko so dana si ju land ne but this is very close okay mayam angang mayam na soigan ga dawa hadi only in your ko so dana so na mayam na higher education institutions ki to malam ga ne ko but angang mayam gi su natraga secondary school level gi su my exam adum to we ko so na answer ji si u ko yes it is an autonomous and self-sustained organization self-sustained has the ministry na pesa ka kem kai thram do mande magi ngasai exam to udagi pesa la puduna adum chala am do male ko sis ana NTA gi matang da mun da khangning adi koi library da dabun na nam pham bane ko mon da hang ma NTA gi ar mane aspa phadi sum no sun da tin hai adagidi moi mathak thongba kangbu ma'am se accountability amta learning de hai official ngata ne hai ko dabu da noi da hoi dabun hoi di mu na hoi bani na mu thabak se tawroge achu marang je kaino kamai tor phani da khangi suggestion pi da amta lo di hai ya asmain tor ga yang wai hai ko main tor ma se tholok ka si prepare to le de MPSC ka so the so my ka number 3 ka with reference to cupboards a safety system in Indian Railways which one of the following is correct okay see answer to ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯟꯁꯔꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤ ꯇꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯄꯩꯈꯥꯗ ꯍꯪꯉꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯪꯉꯣꯏ ꯇꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯣꯕꯀꯣ ꯕꯠ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯀꯩ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯂꯩꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯊꯥ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯅꯤ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗꯣ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯇ ꯀꯞꯀꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯀꯣ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯣꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯅꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯅꯥꯂꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯁꯤꯗꯅꯤ ꯃꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯃꯥꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯐꯖꯗꯦ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯔꯥꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯛꯆꯔꯁꯨ ꯂꯦꯞꯍꯜꯂꯦ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯄꯜꯍꯜꯂꯦ ꯃꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯀꯟꯐꯤꯗꯦꯟꯁꯁꯨ ꯍꯟꯊꯍꯜꯂꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯍꯧꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯆꯍꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯛꯑꯦ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯚꯥꯏ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯞꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯗ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯅꯦꯜ ꯁꯣꯏꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯕꯠ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯕꯠ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯖꯤꯅꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ I think it was Mohiya Moitrana ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯃꯨꯜ ꯀꯪꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯗꯣ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯄꯥꯔꯂꯥꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯄꯨꯈꯠꯂꯦꯕ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯔꯤꯖꯅꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯄꯔ ꯐꯥꯁꯠ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯕꯨꯂꯦꯠ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯁꯥꯕꯗ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯀꯕꯠꯁꯦ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟꯗ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯈꯛ ꯍꯥꯞꯇ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯤ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯍꯥꯞꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯗꯨꯗ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯆꯪꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯆꯪꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯕꯨꯂꯦꯠ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯪ ꯂꯦꯞꯍꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯕꯠꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯣꯔ ꯊꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ and it is a very good logic also ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ we don't need bullet train when other people are dying on the ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ railway tracks ꯀꯣ so ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯗ ꯀꯕꯠꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯞꯄ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ so ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ UPSC aspirant ꯑꯃꯅ ꯈꯟꯗꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ he should be curious about it ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯗꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯔꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯦ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕ ꯌꯨ ꯁꯨ ꯅꯣ ꯑꯦꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯊꯤꯡ ꯑꯕꯥꯎꯠ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯁꯦꯝ ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯪꯗꯕ ꯋꯥꯅꯦꯕ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯅꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯊꯤꯒꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯔꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯕꯤꯀꯣꯁ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯦꯁꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯗꯥꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯦꯛ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯚꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯂꯥꯟꯕꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ is an autonomous signal system that plays manual signal blockchain ꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ blockchain ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ is an AI power system that adjusts train speed ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯞꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯃꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯣꯞꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯃꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯒꯦꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯆꯦꯠ ꯖꯤ ꯄꯤ ꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯗ ꯑꯣꯞꯁꯟ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯟꯒꯗꯕ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯗ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯟꯐ꯭ꯌꯨꯖꯤꯡ ꯆꯠꯀꯗꯕ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯤꯅꯦ ꯍꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯋꯤ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯒꯣꯏꯡ ꯇꯨ ꯍꯥꯔꯅꯦꯁ ꯏꯠ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯏꯠ ꯗꯁ ꯅꯣꯠ ꯃꯦꯇꯔ ꯋꯥꯠ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯕꯠ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯤꯖꯤꯅꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧ ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯗꯣ ꯅꯣꯏꯗ ꯄꯤꯔ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯂꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯏꯅꯔꯖꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯆꯪꯒꯗꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯗ ꯇꯣꯛ 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 ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯗꯥ ꯁꯕꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯞ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯆꯦꯠ ꯖꯤ ꯄꯤ ꯇꯤ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯗꯤꯞ ꯁꯤꯛ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯣꯛꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯇꯦꯁꯂꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯣꯀꯣ ꯏꯂꯣꯟ ꯃꯁꯀꯤ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯣꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯣꯞꯁꯟꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯞꯁꯟꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯏꯠꯁ ꯑꯦ ꯁꯦꯇꯦꯂꯥꯏꯠ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯅꯦꯚꯤꯒꯦꯁꯟ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯇꯥꯏꯝ ꯇꯦꯀꯤꯡ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯄꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯏꯐꯤꯁꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯅ what actually is cupboards doing is that ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯥꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯇꯣꯃꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯅꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠ ꯂꯤꯃꯤꯠ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯪꯀ ꯍꯣꯠꯂꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯔꯖꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯁꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯑꯣꯇꯣꯃꯦꯇꯤꯀꯦꯂꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯇꯤꯚꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯚꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯦꯅꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯏꯚꯟ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯕꯤ ꯕꯤꯜ ꯕꯦꯇꯔ ꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯣ ꯁꯦꯇꯦꯂꯥꯏꯠ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯣ ꯑꯦ ꯑꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯆꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯣꯕꯀꯣ ꯏꯠ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯕꯤ ꯃꯆ ꯕꯦꯇꯔ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯆꯦꯟꯒ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯜꯂꯛ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟꯗ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯆꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯤꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯗꯨꯄ꯭ꯂꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯃꯦꯅꯤꯄꯨꯂꯦꯁꯟ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯥꯔꯔꯣꯏꯀꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯆꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯞ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯐꯒꯠꯍꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯑꯕ ꯕꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯤꯜ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯚꯔꯖꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯑꯣꯇꯣꯃꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯀꯤ ꯖꯁ ꯀꯩꯝꯇ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯠ ꯃꯣꯅꯤꯇꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯏꯃꯔꯖꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯛ ꯐꯥꯔꯣꯏꯁꯤꯔꯥꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯍꯟꯊꯩꯑꯕ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯗ ꯁꯨꯡꯊꯣꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯍꯥꯞꯄ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯦꯜꯋꯦ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯀꯕꯔꯁ ꯍꯥꯞꯀꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯏꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯗꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯀꯣꯚꯔ ꯇꯧ ꯉꯝꯗꯦ ꯀꯕꯔꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯅꯣ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯏꯚꯟ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯇꯣꯃꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯀꯩ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯦꯛꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯄꯥꯔ ꯆꯠꯂꯕ ꯗꯦꯟ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯁ ꯇꯨ UPSC ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯄꯦꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯌꯥ ꯅꯦꯛꯁꯇ with reference to the latest Supreme Court judgment on same-sex marriage ꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯖꯨꯟ ꯖꯨꯂꯥꯏꯗ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯖꯁꯃꯦꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯥꯈꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ LGBTIQꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯀꯣ ꯁꯦꯝ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯁꯤ ꯂꯤꯒꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯍꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯂꯤꯒꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯂꯤꯒꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯁꯥꯔꯇꯤꯐꯤꯀꯦꯠ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯣꯇꯦꯜꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯔꯦꯟ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯀꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯅ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯤꯖꯟꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯅꯈꯤꯗꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯝꯈꯤꯗꯦꯕ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯅ ꯂꯩꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯆꯦꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯞꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯍꯪꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯈꯪꯐꯝꯁꯨ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯋꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ with reference to the latest Supreme Court judgment on same-sex marriage ꯀꯣ consider the following statements ꯀꯣ the court ruled that the special marriage act ꯁꯣꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯇꯤꯌꯟ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯨꯁꯂꯤꯝꯒꯤ ꯂꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯆꯟꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯁꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯑꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯁꯦ ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯖꯟ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯂꯧꯅꯕꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯍꯤꯟꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯨꯁꯂꯤꯝꯒ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯦꯛꯇ ꯆꯤꯡꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯆꯤꯡꯉꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯁꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯑꯅ 1954ꯅꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯦꯝ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯀꯤ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ LGBTIQꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯁꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖ ꯑꯦꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯍꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠ ꯌꯧꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯃꯨꯟꯅ ꯇꯥꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ the court ruled that special marriage act cannot be judicially reinterpreted to include same-sex couple and required legislative amendment ꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯦ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯅ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏ so ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯧꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯦꯝ ꯁꯦꯛꯁ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯌꯦꯖ ꯑꯦꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯖꯨꯗꯤꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯔꯤꯏꯟꯇꯔꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯠ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯃꯥꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯅꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯂꯥꯃꯦꯟꯠꯀꯤꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯗꯤꯕꯤꯖꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯄꯋꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯖꯤꯁꯂꯦꯇꯤꯚ ꯑꯦꯃꯦꯟꯃꯦꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯦ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯀꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅꯗꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ they are just ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ they are just ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ giving the ball to the some other people court and ꯃꯁꯥꯅ responsible and accountable ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯤꯡꯗꯕꯗꯣꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯕꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ this is a factually correct thing okay so now number 1 is correct okay number 2 ꯗ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯤꯗ so ꯁꯤꯒꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯣ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏꯀꯣ ꯀꯣ ꯗꯥꯏ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯣꯛꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯃꯥꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯌꯥ ꯁꯣ ꯅ ꯅꯦꯛꯁꯇ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯃꯦꯟꯇꯨꯗ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯌꯦꯠꯂꯤꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯁꯤꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩ ꯄꯨꯈꯠꯂꯛꯀꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯗ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯠ ꯑꯅ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯅ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯑꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞꯁꯦ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯏꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯑꯦ ꯍꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯖꯤꯅꯤꯌꯁ ꯔꯤꯂꯦꯁꯟꯁꯤꯞ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯌꯟ ꯀꯣ ꯗꯦ ꯔꯤꯀꯣꯛꯅꯥꯏꯁ ꯐꯥꯗꯔ ꯃꯥꯗꯔ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯨꯋꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯨꯋꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯀꯣꯔꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯐꯥꯗꯔ ꯃꯥꯗꯔ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨ ꯔꯤꯀꯣꯛꯅꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯋꯤ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄꯗꯤ ꯔꯤꯀꯣꯛꯅꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯗꯦꯅ ꯌꯦꯜꯂꯛꯑꯦꯕ ꯁꯣ ꯗ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯠ ꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ ꯗ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ the Supreme Court of India endorsed the concept of India family unit. No, they did not endorse it. Si statement je lali. Supreme Court ta Government of India ne yelak pani Supreme Court na my judgment da. Okay, my government hire pa Indian family unit to yes and hybrid later. So they do not endorse anything. So it was a position of Government of India, not endorsed by the Supreme Court of India. Supreme Court na my judgment da Indian family unit haiba pot am lay haiba kasu endorse tawdeba ko. So si pot sima ko. So na so sima lale. So number 1 chume, number 2 lale ka. Aduwa number 3 dadi. The Supreme Court explicitly recognized the right to marriage as a fundamental right under the Constitution. Okay? So see the judgment am lay ka. Adu judgment ma'am ji khangadam ni ko hujik ka. Hujik si judgment ma'am ji hangba hore ka. Adu kine dana hadi question ji the judgment ma'am pi do ka. Hadi these are the judgment ma'am pi do ka. So see the judgment lay bani. So na si lanba statement ni kay na hamatam sida. Supreme Court na hai. Yes, LGBTIQ ki no right no lay they can form union. They have a freedom of expression. They are protected by Article 21, 2021 keka. No lay ko. But right to marriage have the fundamental right haiba late. You know, right to marriage is the kasi ko act tagi lapo po mani like Hindu Marriage Act, SMA Act or Muslim Marriage Act na Christian act tagi lapo po mani. So na hadi right to marriage is not a fundamental right, but nonetheless, LGBTIQ community, they have all the protection of all the fundamental right, like union form to way, natraga expression, natraga article of right to equality, ke kano lay and high. So now, the Supreme Court explicitly recognized the right to marriage as a fundamental right under the Constitution. This is wrong. Okay, the last is the judgment affirmed that same-sex couple have the right to cohabit and form relationship without legal barriers. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. So even though Supreme Court na koina marriage to di ako'y domain de lay legislative domain de lay haibo ni, but same sex couple naman na layminawa kutsaminawa relationship lay ko pa kasagi India da moy freedom atopata soktabida moy freedom enjoy tawda kasagi akoina hadi kanogi side tagi ngasagi akoina government or ngasagi akoina state ki side tagi kasu tom ngai late hadi mo intai. So now in this question two statements are correct. Okay, so now how many statements given above if is or correct hai target di 2 wala pa. So now so any analysis to low causes. I number 5 the result direct at 2024. So this comes under IR. Okay, so an important joy ka hadi ngasagi akoina Tibet result Tibet exit Trump na semanate ngasagi akoina Biden ni matam na semane. So na United States na dum Tibet ki adum supporter lai adudo enforce to boina chena the pressure to boina semane ka. So adu and sigumba important oi hai tare ka. Hekda hangjale hai tare. Keno India cover yaw ni na ka. So it was there in the Times of India gi article on the yaw ni ka. So now see the kay hai matam sida the act affirms Tibet right to self-defense. Yeah, obviously it is correct because America gumna Tibet support the military support ke kali natin but no ye right to self-determination ke ka ko support we have ni ka do. Next it strengthens US support from Indian stance Arunachal Pradesh am te yaw de sida India gi China mai laina ba khana ba am te yaw de ka. So the second statement is wrong, okay? And number third is obviously correct. The act counters Chinese disinformation about regarding Tibet's historical status. Yeah, sima chumme ka. Canada, China, as always, Hong Kong ju moi loksin gre. Ka oji Tibet ju moi na noi bak tok sele oji mainland di ma'am changjile moi Hans kangbura ma'am changjile Tibetan gi da ka. So military aloi bi lei re and militarized to mafam do ka. So Tibetan gi magi even Dalai Lama gi representative khanba boda moina hajile Dalai Lama sakti kal thabin ai representative chi China da poi ga hajin mine ko. So du ga kamai to ga matam sida amai to ga mo China no ya da bin ya roi kai na hai bin ko. So na there are so many things involved, okay, here. So now, yeah, so we have to keep an eye out for anything that is associated with Tibet, okay. Kay na matam da India da India gi 1959 da Dalai Lama hoi lakiba Himachal Pradesh da Dharmasala kain leiba adedi Delhi da Majnuka tila kain leiba mafam mayam je Tibetan mayam ama laaga refugee oina leine ko sis ana kamai tawge ha matam sida ngasagi kenoda kenoda around 79,000 Tibetans are here in India, okay, and India na do support to it. And aduga 1959 the China gi excuse, one of the excuse for making the Sino-India war was on this Dalai Lama and Tibet issue, right? So now everything comes into it is very important. Handaki koina khana gi da kedawi Tibetan gi kangbu kharna Indian Army gi special unit khar yauri ba special force ki type to ko maming do kanon kong ne da kaw re ka Handa moy China ga thungai na do kano da galwan lom da moy ka khai je ko maming do kanom ko ne moy maming da yamna hadi yamna kan na thogi maming din na te kanom ko ne maming do ka hadi kano moy do pera gum bagi force ne ko moy di Tibetan jo ja ni ka China phuna je have moy di am thi ya wa kang ne ka se moy special force they are galwan da phuna ne ka galwan di wari yasing moy am dai ne ka so India colonel lieutenant colonel la ama si ne ka so do India shoulder ka jo si ba yam phatam tam thina mong de ka moy ade nomai de kap na de Canada nomai kap na bagi di moy na deal lama sign tong nagi and sir will cover more on it, okay, international relations to ka so nomai kap na da po ne adu matam du nomai di kha kap na ki but blank fire gu matong la oi ba ne ka adu ko ina nomai kap na 1962 dagi akoina khana badi ma'am lay adu ka Indo China kind of borders in nomai di kap na de bu ka so dal wan kap na ne phuda na ga jan he ana sometimes ko da ka chak ko yo khamra sami we jang ma di thum dat ka daw ne ga khan ba yo khamra so aduna hadi at least kamai khalak e hai tare chakle e hai tare ko thadu mai dam ni kana but then thadu du su army nu si ni ka sometimes hadi China na ga mai usilak tawa adi sakak silak pa ga tor ko di ka as oirum ga dam ni kan khala ai oi yor ma thum dat na ga dam ni ka ana a to ni ji khamba mo ju noi pai dam ne ka do ne yo chi da ba wa ye sel lak to ne ko ada akhoi gisu adu nga ta ne akhoi yo pi tha do ne ba wa ye na ko ta yo pi thum dat na wi ne ko dum khamba ana moi ju special group lay adedi general group lay akhoi ju special group lay general group lay ka moi gi special group sen la dil lam ne akhoi general group to ka general group masen de dum ngam na de amana manam ama special group aji moi pa no well trained oiba adedi well acclimatized oiba mathaki land ka so akhoi na ka matam da akhoi ngam moi ka so no no da ngam moi acclimatized oi ta di ngam ne bu ka so du so so main to ko ana Indian army na China gi da adum thomdat li je handak chu hoina thomdat le ahamba ho di moina hong ne ba 1962 di moina ngam gre ko adum matung dei di India sing lei ne Pakistan na India da sing lei ba dum India su China sing lei ne ko si di khoi national pride ne ko Pakistan na China India da sing ne ba kai na matam si da moi gi part Bangladesh se India na lokthok ki hai po che India na China da dum sing ne ba 1962 da khoi da defeat tor mai po che ko si di ya re ana khoi ju dum kana rom da dum sing lei dor ne khoi ju khan ba gyan ta joji tana hai no tum sing le lifetime se le ge sing dor ne ko kai na da khoi kang bu da hor ki we khama ya de si di ko human nature ni hai ta ko so du da so na ngasagi akoina China gi to bu da ko ana China gi di ko to ha advantage se India na dum hel le ko after the Sino Indian war matung de so hoi weapon infrastructure geography budi moina phai ko so infrastructure moi di pan sai ko do geography de ju India Himalaya je ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯎꯗꯔꯟ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯇ ꯁ꯭ꯂꯣꯞ ꯋꯥꯡꯉꯒ ꯅꯣꯔꯗꯔꯟ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯇ ꯁ꯭ꯂꯣꯞꯁꯤ ꯖꯦꯟꯇꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯇꯦꯖ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯇꯦꯖ ꯂꯩꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯍ꯭ꯌꯨꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯤꯂꯤꯇꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯇꯦꯖꯇꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯠ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯇꯥꯏꯝ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤꯗꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯁꯣꯜꯗꯔꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯜꯋꯦꯁ ꯑꯦꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯃꯦꯇꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯤꯛ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯛꯁꯟꯗꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯇꯦꯕ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯗꯦ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯅꯊꯤꯡ ꯇꯨ ꯑꯦꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯃꯦꯇꯥꯏꯁ ꯑꯣꯜꯁꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯂꯣꯞ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯠ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯇꯥꯏꯝꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯅꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯌꯣꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯜꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯃꯦꯇꯥꯏꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯂꯥꯟꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅꯦꯕ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯑꯦꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯃꯦꯇꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯦꯟꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯀ꯭ꯂꯤꯃꯦꯇꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯔꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯊꯨꯝꯗꯠꯂꯦ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯇꯣ ꯊꯨꯝꯗꯠꯂꯨꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯅꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯣꯠꯁꯤꯟꯅꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯐꯣꯂꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯦꯔꯥꯎꯟ 80 ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯞꯁꯃꯨꯛ ꯀꯣ ꯆꯩꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯂꯤꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯞꯁꯃꯨꯛ ꯑꯗꯨꯋꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯍꯥꯞꯀꯠꯂꯦꯕ 80 ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯞꯁꯃꯨꯛ ꯑꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯗ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯆꯩꯅꯥꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯠꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯤ 5 ꯈꯛ ꯁꯤꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ ꯃꯤ 60 to 80 ꯁꯤꯅ ꯄꯥꯅꯩꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯐꯨꯔꯕꯖꯥꯠꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯛꯆꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯃꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯗꯕꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯅꯤꯋꯦ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯟꯁꯔꯁꯤ 1 and 3 ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯕꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯀꯣ and 6 questionꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯏꯠꯁ ꯕꯦꯔꯤ ꯏꯖꯤ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯁꯀꯤ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛ ꯀꯣ ꯂꯥꯁꯀꯤ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛꯇꯨ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯁꯤꯀꯣ with reference to Macaulay to Maitri mindset so it is regarding the education policy okay so Macaulay is na history da parakani so when Macaulay minute aise kaino natraga Macaulay mindset aise kaino ha matamsida nupa amne maming mai position do kawre hadi jo okay maming do kaino haine mai maming do mai position do so mana akoina 1983 1883 adaisida kaido ha matamsida India ji education moina pairina education ju moi makhuta tare ko education ji kamai tawjige na moi khanai ko so education ji hana gi level tawsira natraga Europe ki chokhatlaba science and tech reasoning ko ade general science medicine da tawsira khanai ko ade medium ji kai da tawsige okay adu khana lor kanda they have decided that hana gi India gi leiba philosophy religion gi oiba pot mayam ji di yamna backward oire science ke ka tawji na hainare ko adu le kanda English tawsira natraga masagi mother tongue tawsira hainare ade moina mu karim kan thaina bi ko mother tongue ji kem chakhote ko te English tawsena and that is the whole adugi mentality do koina mokale mentality ko ko like tradition da kya focus to do natraga local language da kya focus to do se ka so na the mokale mindset was introduced through the English education sima chumme ka so indigenous natraga western education da the Maitreya mindset is na the Maitreya is kanone akoina Vedic Rigveda Vedic matamgi ngasagi akoina poet amani which is like Sanskrit ta iba haitare and which represents ngasagi akoina traditional and indigenous knowledge system je akoina represent over oidoine ko the Maitreya mindset ko so it is very simple okay so see ani jum chumme 1 and 2 is chumme aduga number 3 is this one is the important one okay the National Education Policy 2020 explicitly hadi yaure have ne ko implicitly gana ta implicitly di yaure ko explicitly uses the term maculative mature mindset. No, nothing like that. Okay, so there is no mention of maculative mature mindset in the national education policy. Even though mention to the high target, so NEP the mention to the high target analysis may am the NEPG analyze to the maculative mature mindset. That is why I made this question that nasagi na sigi terms masamꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯏꯖꯨꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯍꯪꯉꯤꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦ ꯌꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯏꯖꯨꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯣꯀꯨꯂꯦꯇꯤቭ ꯃꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦꯠꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯩ but that is not explicitly mentioned in the national education policy ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯟꯁꯔꯁꯤ 1 and 2 ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯗꯕꯀꯣ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ so sida ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ important ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯑꯦꯀꯣ so Supreme Court ki ruling je hangba horomnina koina Supreme Court ki ruling khabar yaw mayam se koina pa da yate ko so the Supreme Court ruling in the Prabir Purak Purkayastha versus State of NCT Delhi okay so si wari ja pe khango ka so swain to si wari ji na phara cha kanu ka du shuruk si wari ji kaino ana khangna wa ChatGPT da namjil lo ka hadi copy paste toro dan tha gi kano do aduga ChatGPT do copy toro namjil lo aduga noi thola ne ka so na si matang se kaino ha matam se koina ngasai arrest to matamda nangi reason of arrest in haidaba yadeba ko sis ana aduga arrest si normal arrest ta haidaba yade aduga chathi ba arrest like UAPA dabo haidaba yadeba ko UAPA gumba NIA gumba jidi ko kitang chathi haitare normal jida gidi ko so na police la ko da you can ask what is the nangi aduda reason kai panje do ko so na Prabir Pur Kayaksta gi se adu case to ma se unlawful activity act ki da ngasai UAPA gi da ko unlawful activities prevention act ki da makha da ma se phawa lakpane phawa lakpe che du da ngasai gi ma ki kai pha du no je yarom da hai tai so na Supreme Court to pukhan kan da kai to ge ha matam sta Supreme Court na rai tai ko adu mai na phawa du illegal oi ngasai gi che du da nangi ma phawa maram yaw da tar ga di adu na dan ha knowledge is little ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯣ so ꯃꯤꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯥ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯄꯣꯠꯇꯦꯕ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁ ꯅꯀꯂꯤꯅꯤ ꯅꯀꯂꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯗꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ so ꯅꯣꯏ ꯆꯦ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯆꯠꯂꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯔꯨꯂꯤꯡꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯔꯦꯁꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯥ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯆꯥꯊꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦ ꯄꯤ ꯑꯦ ꯀꯩꯀꯥꯁꯤꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯗ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯁꯨꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯀꯣꯔꯠꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯀꯩ ꯔꯨꯂꯤꯡ ꯇꯥꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦ ꯄꯤ ꯑꯦꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯤꯖꯔꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯐꯒꯥꯔꯗꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯤ ꯐꯥꯕꯗ ꯀꯩꯀꯩ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯤꯖꯔ ꯆꯪꯉꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯐꯒꯥꯔꯗꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯅ ꯇꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯟꯁꯔꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯄꯩꯈꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯉꯣꯕꯀꯣ anyway number 8ꯀꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯇꯦꯛꯅꯤꯛ which we have done okay so lithium battery ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ sodium ion battery ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ so sodium ion battery ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯥ important ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯐꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ sodium is a very cheap element and available element okay ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯐꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ so now lithium ion battery have a high energy density compared to sodium ion battery ꯁꯤꯃ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ statement 2 ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ sodium ion batteries are widely used in consumer electronics due to their superior storage capacity sima lale so akoina sodium sizinaridudi because of its akoina sodium sizinaridudi because of its kenoda ngasai magi availability oiba cheap oiba and magi environmental friendly oiba adu sizinabane ko so aduga ngasai magi advantage se kashu am leiba nate and statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong okay yeah adu question number 9 je dana kai semam do mali si question je why this question is being met si khangbaji important no hai tai si khangbajina kaino hai matam sida kari padoino kari hena padoino kyam sang padoino haje khoida khangye ko so na question number 9 si akoina kai semai no hai matam sida election loibu khudingi kedawi hai matam da apoba kangbuna especially opposition kangbuna hai tai ka haidi EVM temper tawi EVM temper tawi haina dum maran si ko electronic voting machine je and there are so many arguments America ko chokholaji boda ballot papers in India the EVM tawi kholi kaina yam sidane ko so duna once and for adugumba pot ma'am UPSC na haidi clarify tongninge ko through this exam front aduga satra ma'am na su pana ko moida ngasai concept to the doubt laitana ba so na that is why I make these questions okay so na EVM je kana sai ha matam sa anina sabani PSU anina belga Bharat Electronics Limited ka amaga sabani so na noina horen sigi nakan jida yengba yabse kaina ha matam sida so siguma di UPSC di hangoi but like CDS CAPF exam masama suda hangkani EVM are manufactured by Bell and another one okay see ko next akoina yengani ko so EVM sa matam sida akoina so thainagi na history pa ba ko mai committee ga semdana khotana adagidi magi tender ga pidana khotana mayam tawe ko history pa ba ado nangna adudi normal gini ado pakada adu yong di hangoi ko so akoina ꯄꯩꯈꯥꯗ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯌꯧꯅꯗꯤ ꯍꯪꯉꯣꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯅꯪ ꯈꯪꯖꯤꯟꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯏꯚꯤꯑꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗꯀꯣ ꯏꯚꯤꯑꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯏꯚꯤꯑꯦꯝꯗ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯁꯤꯕꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯄꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯕꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯏꯚꯤꯑꯦꯝꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯟꯁ ꯁꯥꯈ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯆꯤꯞꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯊꯥꯖꯤꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯋꯥꯟꯁ ꯃꯦꯅꯨꯐꯦꯛꯆꯔ ꯗꯦꯔ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯕꯤ ꯅꯣ ꯃꯣꯗꯤꯐꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯗꯦ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯕꯤ ꯑꯞꯗꯦꯇꯦꯠ ꯅꯣ ꯑꯞꯗꯦꯇꯦꯠ ꯑꯣꯏꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯏꯁ ꯅꯣꯠ AI ꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯚꯟ AI ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯗꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯔ ꯏꯟꯐꯣꯔꯃꯦꯁꯟ ꯏꯟ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯣꯛꯆꯦꯟ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯟꯁꯔꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ they prevent software modification after manufacturing. So this is just one point, okay? Why EVM are safe, okay? So even I book thazade EVM ko, but thazade taragasu akoina haibado ai isana thazade na hai taragasu fact na diak tab evidence na diak tab poto ko. So now this is just one reason, but and also there are so many like da EVM gi mechanism da EVM sabi mechanism na manung da natraga magi system da magi manungda natraga mai system jida EVM sabagi mai protection mayam yawebako so na akoina one time programmable da microcontrollers na yawi and but these microcontrollers they cannot be modified once da manufacturing is done okay so na answer number B ko and yeah this 10 is very important okay si jam important right handaki question da ko handaki UPSC question da so idana BNS ki matang da amdi soin laani kai question laktuno di khangdebo ko so na BNS ki matang da amdi soin laani and so like aina sema isina nga sa BNS se sema na ta nga sa gi akoina ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯄꯦꯄꯔ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ editorial analysisꯇ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ BNSꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅꯦꯕ ꯗꯥꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯏꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯣ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯋꯦꯔꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯣ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯀꯣ IPC ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯀꯤ ꯀꯣꯂꯣꯅꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯍꯦꯡꯑꯣꯚꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦꯀꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯅ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯅ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯩ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯃꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯦꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯂꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯃꯦꯀꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯒꯦꯟꯁꯇ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯁꯣ ꯃꯍꯥꯠꯃ ꯒꯥꯟꯙꯤ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯖꯦꯜ ꯆꯪꯉꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯂꯣꯗ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯒꯦꯟꯁꯇ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯨꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯩꯗꯤ ꯂꯣ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯦꯔꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯩ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯕ ꯕꯠ ꯂꯣꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯨꯝꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯏꯇꯤꯀꯦꯠꯂꯤ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯕ ꯂꯣꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞꯀꯨꯝꯕ ꯁꯣ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯤꯁ ꯏꯟ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯗ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯀꯩꯀꯥꯗꯤ ꯄꯜꯂꯔꯣꯏ ꯁꯤꯟꯁ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯏꯁ ꯔꯦꯀꯣꯔꯗꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯏꯆꯟ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯐꯝꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯏꯃꯣꯁꯅꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯍꯁꯕꯦꯟ ꯋꯥꯏꯐꯀꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯐꯨꯕꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯕ ꯗꯣꯃꯦꯁꯇꯤꯛ ꯚꯥꯏꯑꯣꯂꯦꯟꯁꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯃꯥꯏꯗꯒ ꯊꯥꯖꯤꯟꯕꯤꯗꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯆꯠꯂ ꯇꯥꯔꯤꯅꯦ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯟ ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟꯠꯇꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯄꯣꯛꯄꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯂꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯇꯧ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯊꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯁꯥꯎꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯒ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯃꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯞꯅ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯄ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯣ ꯃꯦꯀꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯗꯦꯕ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞ ꯏꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯗꯦꯕ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯗ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞ ꯃꯤꯁꯌꯨꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯃꯤ ꯍꯁꯕꯦꯟ ꯋꯥꯏꯐ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯂꯩꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯞ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯤꯁꯌꯨꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯜ ꯑꯄꯤꯛꯄꯗꯨꯗ ꯌꯦꯡ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯕ ꯋꯥꯠ ꯏꯐ ꯏꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯑꯦ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯗꯤꯜ ꯃꯦꯔꯤꯇꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯞ ꯏꯁ ꯑꯦ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯗꯤꯜ ꯁꯣ ꯋꯥꯏꯐ ꯑꯣꯏꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯨꯋꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯁꯦꯁ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯨꯋꯦꯜ ꯔꯤꯂꯦꯁꯟ ꯊꯝꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯋꯥꯠ ꯑꯦꯚꯔ ꯕꯤ ꯗ ꯔꯤꯖꯟ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯦꯚ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯅꯥꯏꯠ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯟ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯛꯀꯝ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯔꯤꯕ ꯖꯁ ꯋꯥꯏꯐ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯨꯕꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯂꯨꯕ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯈꯟꯅꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ we cannot make sense of this marital rape being acceptable ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ marital rape ꯀꯤ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞꯁꯦ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯅ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯞ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯈꯕꯔꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ IPCꯗ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯨ ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯣꯝꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯦꯔꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ IPC ꯁꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯄꯦꯅꯦꯜ ꯀꯣꯗꯇꯒꯤ ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯇꯤꯌꯥ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯥꯌ ꯁꯃꯤꯇꯤ BNS ꯑꯣꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯩ ꯆꯦꯟꯖ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯦꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯀꯝꯄꯦꯔꯤꯖꯟꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯏꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯀꯝꯄꯦꯔꯤꯖꯟ ꯑꯣꯜꯁꯣ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯃꯒ ꯃꯨꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯎꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯑꯣꯟꯂꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯁꯥꯔꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯀꯣ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯣꯏ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯁ ꯂꯧꯔꯝꯃꯨꯀꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯋꯥꯆꯦꯞꯇ ꯊꯥꯔꯝꯃꯣ ꯁꯥꯔ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯅꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯇꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯗ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ IPCꯗꯒꯤ BNSꯇ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯏ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯏ ꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ 2ꯗ IPCꯗ ꯁꯨꯡꯌꯥꯎ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯕ BNSꯇ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯝꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯗꯒꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯎꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯗ ꯆꯥꯟꯁꯦꯁ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯒꯣꯏꯡ ꯇꯨ ꯗꯨ ꯋꯦꯜ ꯁꯣ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯁꯤ which of the following provision exists in the Bharatiya Nyaya Samitiya organized crime and terrorism are separately defined offenses yes ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ IPCꯗ organized crime and terrorism ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯗꯤꯐꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯗꯦ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯗꯦꯕꯀꯣ because it was a new concept terrorism ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯦ new conceptꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ but ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ BNS ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ they have been like separately defined offenses ꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯦ sedition law has been removed yes sedition law has been removed ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯅ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯍꯥꯠꯃ ꯒꯥꯟꯙꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯕꯗ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯄꯦꯟꯗꯦꯟꯁ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯄꯨꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯎꯅꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯍꯦꯁ ꯕꯤꯟ ꯔꯤꯃꯨꯚ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯅ ꯏꯟꯇꯔꯅꯦꯠꯇ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯝ ꯏꯔꯨꯕꯗ ꯐꯥꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯁꯦꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ ꯁꯦꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯂꯣꯟꯗ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯕꯠ ꯏꯠ ꯍꯦꯁ ꯕꯤꯟ ꯔꯤꯃꯨꯚ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯔꯤꯃꯨꯚ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯅꯣꯠ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁ ꯋꯤꯠ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯔ ꯕꯠ ꯌꯦꯁ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯃꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯔꯤꯃꯨꯚ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯃꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯆꯨꯝꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯕꯠ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ ꯏꯠ ꯍꯦꯁ ꯕꯤꯟ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁ ꯕꯥꯏ something more ꯁꯣ ꯀꯩꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯅꯪ sovereignty ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯅꯦꯁꯟꯗ integrityꯗ ꯁꯣꯛꯂꯛꯇꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ just same sedition law ꯁꯤ ꯔꯤꯃꯨꯚ ꯇꯧꯖꯈꯤ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ it has been replaced with some other provision ꯀꯣ it has not been replaced ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯤ it has been replaced ꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯨꯝꯖ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯦꯛꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯃꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦꯀꯣ ꯅꯦꯛꯁꯇ criminal defamation continues to exist as an offense okay criminal defamation ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ civil defamation criminal defamation ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯀꯣ so civil defamation ꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯤꯝꯄꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈꯠꯅ ꯆꯩꯅꯕꯗꯒ ꯁꯨꯝ nang huramini ka haiba adugi haiba ka adi criminal defamation ne kitang serious oy hai tare ka kan probably I don't know hadi mingonda criminal gi law gi da palaka da se nang mi halur ba mini kind of charge to hai tare ka so so ai oigum to ne ba ka yam di clear oy but there yet but there are certainly criminal defamation and civil defamation civil ladi yam simple oy ba chintina ko na ba hai tare ka criminal defamation ne kitang akoina criminal hadi criminal di laws leba mayam du da hadi adugi du da charge to hai tare ko defame to no hona ba hai tare ka so criminal defamation continues to exist and of an offense ka sima chumme ka aduga sis so the exemption for marital rape has been removed ka so marital rape ki di han exemption piram bani keno da rape ki ma'am to was the punishment ma'am lebi the marital rape si di hadi exempt oye ko keno the marital rape si allow to ye ko so do remove to have se simalale so IPC da su marital rape exempt to we so aduga BNS su marital rape si exempt to nang nupi na ai rape to re ha matam sida if it is your husband and if you are living together then adu rape ki kano do low rape ko because marital rape was not exempted okay so but this is really weird so marital rape ki matang da huji nupi ma ma huji NGO ma ma huji kan to rape ko and chino support to dam ne khamra marital rape se ko just because husband wife or ne na nupa ne ta nupi or nupi na nupa heta sexually exploit to ya de ko so si po chen ana India gi kitang lo gi da chakot to yam wat li hai ko so aduna sigisika so ya so do dang si di silo silo siko kino da yin si was why da do adi thau ma'am to gi da ai won ta ju class de pung taruk ta ko so do asang jom no have to oi de ko so na testy on the I have met the answer key okay so testy da haidora ge so tomorrow by tomorrow 10 I'll bring out the result for both GS1 and GS2 okay so do discussion see let's see if we can do right so yeng is a discussion kaya that discussion to is important no hai tare kay question share no khot no because I am passing my important no topic exam in nang natabita I am passing my experience to you guys okay how to read how to approach and which one is important for exam and which one is not okay adu mo am pi na important no so now let's see about the discussion okay so duga yeah date 6 ki kano da question share ma hodrom ni samo cha gi dum oi bani ma de du class test ma di class test ki du akhona thamma chap chana han bane ko so duna please read the polity remaining part and please prepare also for the GS okay I think it was August September right so pa do khoi kai di sema ka do no khang de hanak business standard oi bai natraga business line oi bai I don't know where I will be making the questions okay so now you read what you have to read okay nangi positive man dum pau let's see I will do compliment on hona se ko nang CD the class to ko so nari ma'am do phalu Krishna Priya ke ka do nan ganu class miss to gunu gyan ta na ko just yeah good night good night
रिवीजन की क्लास दी लेरोइद्रो हयेंग
revision class se da hai ki ko kaino ha matam sida da se ayung antai class pung 3 ta chapani na keno da pung 3 ta chapani na pung 8 makhai ni pa na da class lo e ko ado tap tai ba du de mu da pung mapan gi natra tarai class lo ha da ngam de ko so na revision class to let's put on a whole a while okay kaya asuna kan class lo do I have just 2 or 3 classes left okay adu matung talk she aduga kayo mo na test later target we can do the class online okay adu ka revision to gido so probably not history but we can do some other revision okay like environment or atopa to we ka online.